That's a 435. If this moves like butter, it's gonna be a good day. All right, what's up? We are doing some deadlifts today. Haven't deadlifted in a bit, at least heavy consistently. Last week I did 465 for one just to get the weight back going, but I want to go up much more today. So we're gonna go for 450 for 4 today. My highest I've done is 444.5. So we're gonna just work our way up to that and kind of just talk in the camera. My social media coach is telling me I need to do this, so I'm gonna do it. But thank God, shout out to my girlfriend for getting me this like pivot, which is what is moving me around at the moment. Moving around and following me along. It is pretty badass, I gotta say. Pretty rad. All right, let's fucking do it. What's going on here? Am I losing my mind? I don't know how that happened whatsoever, but they literally switched. All right, let's do it. Start with 225. I go really wide on my grip when I do conventional to really be able to lock my shoulders. Deep breath in. Cool, feels good. Just gonna keep going up. We're gonna go straight up to 315. Hopefully it feels good today. We'll hope. So my deadlift really exploded once I kind of dropped the ego and went back all the way to like 315, and then just was doing that 5 reps, going up 5 pounds each week, and my deadlift straight up blew up just after doing that for a while and really trusting the process. I was able to go through every plateau. In fact, I can do 445 or 440 for 5 reps is pretty mental in itself. Like 3 years ago, my PR with shitty form on sumo was like 430, and now I can rep more than that for 5. So I think it worked. Just drop the ego, dial in your form, and you're good to go. We'll hope my form's good today, because you can just tell right away when the form's off. Weight does not move right, so we'll see what happens. Snowboarded over the weekend, well, sort of. Went to Sugarloaf, and one of the lifts, all the lifts were down because of the wind that was up there, and so me and my little brother just like hiked up a little jump that we made, and we were throwing stupid stuff. I was going for like 540s, and he was trying to do his first 3, and we were falling so much. And I woke up yesterday like, oh god, abs are all sore, neck's all sore, but I feel loose today, so glad that feels so much better. All right, let's do 315. If this moves like butter, it's gonna be a good day. 315 moves like freaking nothing. I know for a fact. I'll be feeling good once I get up higher. I should be able to do this for like 10, right? So. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking cool. So, just gonna keep working our way up. Go up to 365. Got my 25 hanging out over here. Man, this pivot thing is freaking insane. For videos like this, it is like literally the best thing ever. So how I usually warm up is I start super light and work my way up. Like this, I'll probably do 2 or 3 reps. Then I go up to 415, I'll do that for 2. And then I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more bumps up to my heavyweight. And then the weight that I'm gonna be doing a working set with, which is 450 for 4, which is a stretch because I'm on a cut, a little bit weaker. I'll do that for like 1 rep to get my body primed to get ready. And then I'll just rip it. You don't want to do too much warm-ups and deadlifts because then you're just going to fatigue yourself. Same thing with squats. Because like after 1 hard set, like to failure or to like max out myself, I barely can move the weight after that. It's crazy how taxing deadlifting can be. It's really crazy. You got to feel my shoulders locking beforehand. That's dialed. My lats can be locked. My shoulders can go back easy. Feels a little bit too much back, I'll be straight up, but still feels pretty good. We'll see how this feels, man. I keep repeating myself, but I don't know. Weight's feeling okay. Definitely feel like I'm getting into my back too much. When you don't deadlift for a while, you can kind of mess with your brace a lot when you don't deadlift consistently. This is the first weight I'll be using my belt. Alrighty. You know, it's a funny way to see how much your cut's going, how well your cut's going. Your belt, especially a leather belt that's already preset. That shit's going on easy, which it is. My goodness. I guess I'll talk about the cut briefly. I've been cutting since the start of December, which is a tough time to start cutting. And I'm down about 9 pounds. So I started at 173.8 and I'm down to like 163.5 0.8 or 4. You know, this morning I woke up a little bit heavier, but fine. Kind of carved up just for deadlifts today, to be honest, because I didn't want to be out of energy. I'm already feeling it though, which is a bummer. But yeah, so I'm down around 9 pounds. Hopefully you can go another 2 or 3, get right close to 160, and that'll be a successful mini cut. I haven't cut it since last year for a little like tropical trip I did with my family, but this one was the first legit one. And since I don't have all the time in the world with work and everything, and doing a ton of cardio, I do 30 minutes of cardio after every session. It's gonna be nice and productive, and then just like in a decent sized deficit. I mean, like 2,000 to 2,100 calories, which is low, but in the time frame that I had, just had to do it. Protein's up, so I shouldn't have lost any muscle. I feel like I've retained everything. My strength is always there for like that first set. It's just the recovery is not there anymore, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, it's been going through. This is the easiest cut like ever, you know, because when you simplify your diet to the point where you're eating more or less the same things every day. I mean, granted, if you have a time frame, this works even better because like you can just dial in. But you know, I just pull ingredients out. So I have like cream of rice in the morning, Greek yogurt, and I used to have a banana and sourdough with guac, and I just pull the banana and sourdough with guac out, pull back on the serving size of cream of rice, pull back on the serving size of Greek yogurt. So technically I'm still eating what I know. It's just I'm not, you know, eating as much, but it's like still kind of feels more or less the same. So then that's it. There's my deficit pretty much. You know, I pulled out a little bit of protein out of my lunch and dinner, but everything else is almost the same. That's my deficit. It's almost like 800 calories, give or take, I want to say. So pretty good. It made it so much easier. So I guess from a standpoint of cutting and losing weight and being in a deficit, if you eat super simple meals, just pulling ingredients out that are almost negligible in themselves, like you barely taste them anyways, whether it's, you know, how much rice or almond butter, whatever it may be, it makes life so much easier. Instead of trying to come up with new meals and stuff, you know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Be used to what you're doing, like you've eaten before, and it'll make your life so much easier. Let's do it. Please move well. Please. Oh, I can feel my abs. I'll be straight up. I can feel my abs bracing into this from being sore from snowboarding. Music in this place is so freaking loud. At least I have something to listen to while I record this video, right? All right. Pretty easy. Real smooth. We're just gonna keep going up, I guess. That felt pretty easy. So we're at 405. I want to get all the way to 450. That's 435. Oh shit, my bad. I need another 2 times. Silly Willy. 405, 425. That's what I'm looking for. This is 445. I'm noticing that they don't have any 2.5 plates. I'm not seeing the 2.5s anywhere near me. So I think we're just gonna go for 445 for 4, honestly. Which I think is gonna still be very difficult, to be honest. This cut has been killing my strength, especially on compounds. You can see I'm a little bit excited for when I get off this fucking thing. Sorry, my personality is not super out in the morning, but we're pushing through. I only lift in the morning. I like to get this shit done with, and then get right to work for the day. Jesus, man, this music is so freaking loud. I wonder how this is going with just that over there. I hope this looks good. Quality's not as much as where I want it to be. I would probably rather have it be at 4K, but I do not want to run out of storage. I don't think I will. This is kind of a gauge on how it's going to go. This is so cool. I can speak. Oh, shit. It's like weird. It's like talking to someone that's not even there. It's just going to be a learning curve, 100%, dude. Oh yeah. So like on the cutting standpoint and making things simple, I had this client. He's like a really top performer sales marketer, and his life is super, super busy. He works numerous 12-hour work days throughout the week. And he came to me just looking for a life change, man. And he was expecting that he needed to do a ton of extra stuff to really, you know, lose the weight, get in a groove. But we literally just put in a super simple program, man, 3 days a week, literally for 30 minutes. Got him doing some cardio on the off days, getting his steps up with the treadmill walking and everything. And he shed like 10 pounds in the last month and a half while eating more food, while being more full all day long. And he's super stoked. I'm just happy that he's happy, right? I think coming from a corporate world, like I was a full-time engineer, I kind of understand like that busy lifestyle. You can't always just be focused on the gym. You can't always be focused on the food. So when you have a plan that's catered to you, very custom, and you keep it simple, it will work. No doubt in my mind, it will work. You know, I'm only taking on a couple more clients in the month of January. So if you're down, if you want a custom plan for you to level up, hit me up. Hit me up, man. Seriously, I really want to help as many people as possible in 2024. So let's do this. All right, well, we'll see how this moves, man. All right, I'm on. Oh. All right, I'm thinking we could get that for 3. 4 might be a stretch. You know, I think it's going to be a hard set regardless. But that definitely didn't feel awful. Something I've noticed, especially when repping heavy weight out, that first rep is almost always the hardest. Always. I think the reason for it is just getting your momentum down and getting that groove going. So far, so good, man. I think this is going to turn out great. It's really cool. Hippo thing is next level shit. I'm nerve-wracking. Pressing record and just trusting that it's going to follow me and record me this entire time. All right. So I think I'm going to go for 3 on this because 4 seems like a stretch. But, you know, I've never done more than 440 for reps, right? So this is going to be a PR in itself. Got to tighten this shit up. Alrighty. Give me myself a little bit more of a break. I guess on the topic of calorie and food, I've got some clients that come to me and they're not eating enough whatsoever. They're eating like 1,000 calories and then asking to lose weight when they're overweight. Well, your metabolism's shot. I hate to break it to you. I know that's harsh, but if you're only eating 1,000 calories and you're overweight, you can't start eating less. You can do a lot more activity, which can, you know, initiate the weight loss. But for people that are super busy, you can't always do that, right? The initial phase is just getting you into a routine where you're eating more protein, like a lot more protein, and eating more food and just being active consistently. Because believe it or not, you can eat more food initially, especially when you've been depriving yourself of a ton of nutrients and protein for so long. You can eat more. So someone's eating 1,000 calories and all of a sudden you eat like 1,400 with the correct amount of protein, you might even lose weight. Your body's finally got the nutrients it needs to actually function and it's going to start working on overdrive. I think that needs to be something that people need to understand. Like if you're not eating a lot of food and you're overweight, you can't just lose weight right away, especially if you're unable to do a lot of cardio. You really need to build up that metabolism by eating more food, lifting weights, building the muscle, which inevitably brings up your BMR, metabolic rate throughout the day, because that's like 70% of what you burn each day already. If I can hit this, if I can get 3, I'm gonna be stoked. It's gonna be a grind. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. All right, hold up. I'm gonna reset myself here. The OCD getting to me. We'll see how this goes, man. I'm nervous. I also don't want to have, do terrible form in front of y'all. It's possible, man. I'm not feeling super dialed. If I can get this for 3, I think that's a W on the day, especially since I haven't been lifting heavy. So 3 is going to be a stretch, man. 1 felt tough. But you know what? Anything can happen. If I get the momentum going and just freaking pummeling, we could definitely do it. Come on. Get my soul. Let's do this shit, baby. Get on the midfoot, line up that bar. Not too wide, not too narrow. Try to get a little bit wide. Okay, that's where I want you. Look, yeah. I love this bar. All right, got 3. Let's open for 4. And that's pretty good off the floor. I'm pretty much maxed out from there. There's no way I'm doing more than that. We're gonna pull off 2 10s on each side. And then we're gonna AMRAP 405. And that'll be my deadlift session. Not much, I know. Work up to my top set and do a back off set. AMRAP with 405. And just go for it. With 405, I think it was 7 or 8, but that's when I was 10 pounds heavier. It's crazy how much when the weight is on you, you're much more likely to remove more weight. I really feel it. It's a little bit of a bummer. Part of a cut, man. And I haven't deadlifted like a lot, to be honest, since I started the cut, which is the key to keeping your strength is sticking to it so you can maintain it. And because I was traveling so much, I'm going to bring my belt when I traveled to Michigan for the holidays. And then I went to New York. And then I went to Philly. Then I went back to New York. Then I just went to Maine. So it's been really hard to be consistent. It's all right. We're going to get back on this deadlift groove. The game plan probably after this, to give you guys like a lowdown. I'm going to go for 445 for 4 next time, and then we're going to go for 5. That is literally all I'm doing. I'll do 1 more cycle through this program that I run for myself before the cut ends. Doubtful I'll be able to get 445 for 4. But I know for a fact when I get back from that vacation, carbs are going to go up a lot. But if I'm at 2,000 calories now, I'm probably going to bump my calories back up to 2,400, 2,500 calories. Same amount of cardio, just ease back out, do a quick recomp. But we want to make sure we stay in control. If I just jumped it back up to 3,000 calories, I'm going to put on a lot of long weight, especially if I don't continue my cardio. So I can do 2 things. Go up my calories very little, like 2,200, and get rid of cardio entirely. But I'm honestly digging doing cardio right now. Feels good. So we're going to continue that. I'm thinking we get 5. Thinking 5 is probably realistic. You never know, dude. Say my name, say my name. The music they have sometimes is sick. They'll have like bass house and stuff. I'm a big EDM guy, so like they'll have bass house, and that's freaking awesome. So much fun to listen to, especially at the gym when you're just like bumping yourself like that. Alrighty, 405, 4.5. That's the goal. If I go more, fantastic. All right, let's go. Nice. Definitely dial in. You might wonder why I'm not doing with bare hand. Because I'm not here to build a deadlift that is okay for competition. I'm here to build up strength, build up that dense back, and the glutes. That is it. Hence why I use straps. And I wouldn't be able to deadlift this much consistently with my hands. My hands would get ripped up. All right. This is going to be a good one. I can tell. You know, laugh at. I got 5 in me. We got 5. Come on, baby. All right. Whew. It's full session. Full deadlift session. That was brutal. We're getting there though. Hey, got 405 for 5 after doing a heavy set. So, wow, my stomach doing that one. All right. Don't know what else to talk about here. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get better at these, but you gotta start somewhere, baby. Yeah. Whew.